Welcome back to day 6 of the Australian Open 2020. From now on, I'll also be previewing and reviewing all the women's matches from the last 16 stage, quarter-final, semi-final and final. I'll be doing this still for the men's side of the draw as well, so there'll be lots of daily uploads coming up. The first match I'm going to look at tonight is Ashley Barty against Alison Risk. I see this tournament now as a huge opportunity for Ashley Barty to win her maiden Australian Open title after the exits of Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka. With the backing of the local crowd, her form in 2019 and B ranked world number one, I just think Barty's going to seize this opportunity now and make a favourite lift the title in Melbourne, particularly after the exit of Williams and Osaka. The draw has opened up for her. Alison Risk is very capable of upset. She's got a number of wins over top 10 players over the last 18 months, and she'll take Barty on at her own game. She's got a good serve herself. Risk, she's very good at hitting the lines. She's powerful from the back of the court. But I just think this match is on Barty's racket really. I think if Barty turns up and serves well, hits the ball well, times it very well as she has been already this tournament, and really finds the power from an early stage in the match, then I can see a season controlling, dominating Risk really. Ashley Barty, she's one of them players where if she turns up and produces her A game, she's very difficult to stop for anybody in the world, particularly on a hard court. She seems to thrive under playing in front of her home crowd. The crowd really get behind her in Melbourne. They're showing her massive support, and she's produced some fantastic tennis already this week. As I say, with the Osaka and Williams out now, she is probably the clear favourite to lift the title in Melbourne. Whether she'll deal with that pressure in the semi-final and final stages, if she was to get there, remains to be seen. We will find that out later in the tournament, I'm sure. But I do see Barty progressing into the quarter-final and beating Alison Risk in straight sets tonight. Next up, we have Sofia Kenin against Coco Gauff. Sofia Kenin's a fantastic young talent. She often goes under the radar. She's got a brilliant attitude, a real fighter. She often wins in 3 sets, and she gets better as the match progresses. She seems to adjust to the court, and she's very good as the match progresses. Yeah, she's a real fighter. She was 5-2 down in the first set of the round 3 match. Came back and won 7-5, showing real guts and heart. She didn't give the set up. She saved 4 set points in that match and come back to win it in straight sets. But yeah, she's a great all-round player. She has got a good serve, good forehand and backhand, capable of coming into the net, capable of rallying from deep. And Sofia Kenin will fancy herself in this match, playing a compatriot, Coco Gauff. On Coco Gauff, I think you've got to say it's not just in tennis, it's one of the best stories in sport at the minute. She's incredible really. She's 15 years old and she's just turning up at Grand Slams, Wimbledon and Australian Open, and beating people like Venus Williams, Naomi Osaka. And it's quite astonishing really. I think people are almost underrating it, how young she is. She's a 15-year-old schoolgirl, and she's beating players that have been out in Corsics. Venus Williams been out there for 20 years. And the thing about Gauff, for me, she never really looks fierce. She never looks under any pressure or like she's going to crumble. Against Naomi Osaka the other day, she was serving for the match at 5-4, and she never looked like throwing it away. She held the love. Osaka didn't play her best match by any stretch the other day, but I think you've got to give credit to Gauff. She's, say, 15-year-old. She's just a young girl, and she's producing tennis that's way beyond her years. What I like about Gauff's game is athleticism, her speed, her defence. As I say, it was an off day for Osaka the other day, but it's still a huge performance from Coco Gauff. And I just think she's got all the shots in the book, and she's got the potential to win multi Grand Slams, but she's just got to keep her head screwed on, keep fit, keep trusting in her A game, and continue on playing like she is. It's a very tough match to call this. I am going to tip Kenin to win the match. I just think all round, Kenin is a great player, and she's had some great wins already this week. And I think her ability to win in 3 sets and really fight. I know Coco Gauff's the same. She's a fighter as well. She's got an outstanding attitude as well. Really steely attitude, loves to win. Really gets the crowd involved. I'm sure the crowd will be on Coco's side. But Sofia Kenin, she's just gone under the radar for me, and I expected her to make a big run at the start of the week, and I'm going to follow that up. But it'll go either way. I expect to go to 3 sets, and it's basically whoever takes the chances. But I think it'll be an outstanding match, and both players have a huge future ahead of them. Next up is Wang against Jabeur of Tunisia. Wang obviously claimed the biggest win of her career so far in round 3, beating Serena Williams. That's the biggest confidence boost you can probably get, beating Serena Williams at the Australian Open. Although she did play well, Wang, I thought she varied the game up very well. She didn't let Serena set herself and bully her into defeat. But Serena did make 56 errors in that match, and she said in a press conference that she wasn't disappointed perhaps by the defeat, but more of a performance. It wasn't Serena that turned up, and it wasn't. She never really timed the ball particularly well. She didn't move well around the court. First serve was poor, but Wang took the opportunity, and you have to give her praise for that. Often Serena wins when not playing well, but Wang seized the chance. She returned well, kept the ball in court, and she forced the errors out of Williams, which came on too many occasions. But she'll fancy herself tonight, Wang. If she can beat Serena Williams at a Grand Slam, then she'll fancy herself to beat anybody. On Jabeur, another player that I've rated for a long time. She's still in the early 20s, and I actually watched her win the Manchester Trophy in 2018 live. And she caught my eye then. I think she's a fantastic player who's got a huge future ahead of her, really. She's one of the most entertaining women's players I've ever seen in my time watching tennis. She's very unorthodox. She's got a great backhand slice. She plays like some of the most ridiculous shots that you'll see all season. Very strange shots, but very effective. She's got a massive forehand, very good first serve, a little bit inconsistent at times, but she has got a great first serve. She's a great mover. One perhaps negative to Jabeur's game, not sure she's the fittest stamina wise. Struggles if the match goes super deep. But all in all, she's gained 3 brilliant wins so far this week. You've got to say over Johanna Konta, Carolina Garcia, and Caroline Wozniacki. Obviously, Wozniacki retired early this tournament, and she played out a great final match against Jabeur, which Jabeur won in 3 sets. But yeah, I think Jabeur's a superb talent, really. Just plays, like I say, outrageous shots. She has some very good wins this week. And I think she's going to be difficult to stop on a hard court that suits. The slow court suit her. She's, like I say, she loves changing the pace of the game. She's got a great slice, particularly on her backhand. And she's very difficult to read and play against, I think, because she doesn't play conventional tennis. She switches the game up a lot. Got lots of different tactics. Lots of different variations within a game, and I think that'll get her the win over Wang. I think it could go 3 sets, but I expect Jabeur to come through that one in the end. Finally, the last match I'm going to preview is Sakkari against Kvitova. Sakkari probably gained the biggest win of her career too early this week against Madison Keys in round 3. Similar to Serena, Keys didn't turn up with her A game at all. She was very poor in that match. In fact, I thought Keys would make a big run this tournament. Wasn't be the case. She did make 40 errors in this match. All fairness to Sakkari, she didn't hit a great amount of winners. I think she had less than 10 winners in the match actually, but she saw from an early stage that Keys wasn't settled. She wasn't timing the ball. She couldn't find that big forehand. And Sakkari was just more control throughout. She changed up the pace. She kept the ball in court, and that's all she really had to do. Keys was given to the match really. But Sakkari, another young Greek talent, obviously some Stefanos Tsitsipas hoping to break through and win a Grand Slam within the next few years, and there's no reason why she couldn't really. She's never reached a quarter final. She would be the first Greek woman to reach a quarter final in a long time. So yeah, I'm sure this would be a great match. Kvitova, similar to Ashley Barty, she comes into this tournament as one of the favourites, and with Osaka and Williams going out, she will see this as an opportunity to win a first ever Australian Open title. She's got a brilliant serve. Kvitova left armour, great forehand. She's always very authoritative and aggressive. She goes out on court with a clear plan. She likes to bully her opponents, really settle down early in the match and dictate, win the first set, and move on from there. This match, how do I see it going? I think Sakkari will give her a fight, but just down to Kvitova's experience really. She's seeking a 12th ever Grand Slam quarter final. Sakkari is yet to reach one. Kvitova has won 2 Grand Slams, obviously winning Wimbledon twice. She's looking to win her 3rd Grand Slam. I think that experience will be pivotal in this match. if the match goes to decider, or if sets go to 4-4, 5-5, tie breaks, I would expect Kvitova to draw on that experience and use a big A game, get the first serves in, and close out the victory in that one. So I'll be back tomorrow reviewing the last 16 men's matches, women's last 16 men's matches that I played tonight for me in the UK. I'll also be reviewing the last batch of the last 16 matches, which will be played on Monday, I believe. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and enjoy the matches tonight. I certainly will be.